Hey there, battlers. We are here with Adibkhan, the winner of the West Georgia Regionals. He went 6-0 in his tournament. As you can see, he was running Hypno, Azumarill, Registeel, Toxicroak, Zweilous, and Victory Bell. You'll be able to see Adib's opponents at the top right of your screen. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, round one, match one. Adib's going to lead Azumarill. His opponent's going to lead Altaria. Altaria is going to automatically swap in for Azumarill. Adib's going to hang in there for a second. He's going to throw a Hydro Pump. His opponent is not going to shield that. His opponent is also going to throw a Hydro Pump right here, and that is also going to go unshielded. Adib's going to swap in for Registeel right here. And Azumarill gets to the Hydro Pump. But Adib's going to shield this right here. Registeel throws his Flash Cannon. And his opponent decides to shield that. Registeel gets to another Flash Cannon first. And this one's going to go unshielded. Azumarill is going to make it to another Hydro Pump, and this one is going to go shielded. And his opponent's going to swap out for Meganium right here. And Adib's going to swap out for Zweilous. Meganium's going to throw a Frenzy Plant right here. Zweilous throws his Body Slam, and this is going to go unshielded by his opponent. Meganium's going to make it to another Frenzy Plant. And Adib has no shields left, so he's got no choice right here but to take this. He's going to try to fast move down, but Meganium actually fast moves Zweilous down. Adib throws in Registeel, but Meganium's ready with a Frenzy Plant. Registeel's going to fast move down the Meganium. His opponent chooses Altaria, and Adib's going to automatically throw a Flash Cannon right here. And that's going to go shielded. Adib's going to swap out for Azumarill right here. His opponent's going to swap for his Azumarill. Adib is going to bubble down the opponent's Azumarill right here. That is a lot of Azumarills. Adib's Azumarill is going to throw an Ice Beam right here and take out Altaria. Oh, not take out Altaria, but get him really close. But there's a second Ice Beam right there to claim game one. All right, round one, match two. Adib's going to throw Toxicroak. His opponent is going to throw Hypno. Adib's going to auto-switch out to his Azumarill. His opponent's going to swap out to Meganium. Meganium's going to throw a Frenzy Plant right here. And Adib's going to shield that. Azumarill's going to throw an Ice Beam. And that goes unshielded. Here we have a CMP tie. Azumarill is going to throw the Ice Beam. Meganium's going to shield that. Out comes another Frenzy Plant. Azumarill is not going to shield this one right here. And he goes down. Adib's going to choose his Toxicroak to come in. He's trying to farm down the Meganium. But Meganium makes it to a Frenzy Plant first. It's not going to knock him out. It goes unshielded. He fast moves down. He's trying to swap out. He throws the Sludge Bomb in for the Hypno. And his opponent does not shield that. He swaps in for the Registeel right here. His opponent swaps in for the Azumarill. Registeel throws the Flash Cannon. That's going to go unshielded. Azumarill makes it to a charge move right here. It's going to be unshielded, but that's good because it's an Ice Beam. Registeel throws his Flash Cannon. Each player has one shield left. This goes unshielded. Azumarill throws a Hydro Pump right here, but Adib shields it. Adib swaps to Toxicroak, and he tries to farm down this Azumarill, and it works. He's going to throw a Sludge Bomb as soon as that Hypno comes in. His opponent's going to shield that. He's going to fast move down the Toxicroak. No shields left. Hypno's going to throw a Shadow Ball right here. Registeel is still alive. He throws the flash cannon here for the win. Alright, we got round 1, match 3 right here. Adib's going to throw Zweilius. His opponent is going to throw Hypno. Hypno swaps out for Meganium. Adib swaps out for Victory Bell. Meganium's going to make it to a Frenzy Plant first right here. Adib's going to shield that. Victory Bell throws his Poison type move, which is Acid Spray. Meganium's going to shield that. Meganium throws another charge move right here. It's going to be Earthquake this time, but Adib shielded that. And Victory Bell is going to Razor Leaf down the Meganium right here. His opponent's going to throw Hypno back in. That's going to do a lot of damage to Victory Bell. Adib's just trying to get to that Acid Spray again. Goes unshielded. He's going to swap to Zweilius right here and automatically throw in a Body Slam. Oh, his opponent swapped in Azumarill and was able to take that Body Slam. Zweilius makes it to another Body Slam. And before we can make it to a third Body Slam, Azumarill is going to throw an Ice Beam right here, no shields. Then Zweilius goes down. Adib's going to throw his Victory Bell back in. Try to Razor Leaf as much as he can. Azumarill's throwing an Ice Beam. It's going to take out the Victory Bell. Adib's going to choose his Hypno. The opponent throws in his own Hypno. He's going to throw a Shadow Ball right here. Does a decent chunk. His opponent's Hypno throws a Thunder Punch right here and gets him very low. Adib's able to get a Fire Punch off. But this match is over. Azumarill just bubbled him down. Alright, we got round 2, match 1 here. Adib forgot to record the first match, but we're just going to call this one match 1. Adib's going to choose Toxicroak. His opponent's going to choose Azumarill. A little lag in the beginning, but they keep it going. Toxicroak throws a Sludge Bomb here, and that's going to be shielded. His opponent's going to make it to an Ice Beam, and that's going to be shielded by Toxicroak. Azumarill's going to make it to another Ice Beam right here. And Toxicroak's going to shield that. Toxicroak makes it to a second Sludge Bomb here. He throws that out. That gets shielded. Toxicroak's going to make it to a third Sludge Bomb right here. Shields are down for both teams right here. It's going to knock out the Azumarill. His opponent's going to throw in Wigglytuff to farm down the Toxicroak. Adib's going to throw in Azumarill right here. Looks like there's a CMP tie right there. Wigglytuff's going to throw a Play Rough right here. You get Azumarill close, but not out. Azumarill's going to throw a Hydro Pump and knock out the Wigglytuff. His opponent's going to throw in his own Toxicroak. Adib's going to throw in Hypno, and confusion is no joke. This match is over. That's round 2, match 1. Alright, we got round 2, match 2. Adib's going to throw a Victory Bell. His opponent's going to choose Altaria. Adib's going to auto-swap for Hypno. His opponent's going to swap for Marowak. Hypno's going to throw a Fire Punch right here. That's going to get shielded by Marowak. Marowak's going to throw a Shadow Ball right here. And that gets shielded. Hypno's going to make it to a Shadow Ball. He's going to throw that Shadow Ball right here. And it goes unshielded. He thought Adib was baiting again. So his opponent chooses Altaria. He's trying to farm down the Hypno, but Hypno makes it to a Shadow Ball, and that's going to get shielded. Farms down the Hypno. Adib's going to choose Registeel. Altaria's going to throw a Sky Attack right here. That went unshielded. His opponent swaps in for Azumarill. Adib predicted it and swaps in for his Victory Bell. Little lag right there. But Adib's going to Razor Leaf down the Azumarill. In comes Altaria, and Victory Bell is going to throw an Acid Spray. Altaria is going to throw a Sky Attack. This is going to go unshielded. Adib's going to choose his Registeel and throw the Flash Cannon. And that's it for Altaria. So Adib takes round 2 as well. Alright, round 3, match 1. Adib chooses Toxicroak. His opponent's going to choose Meganium. They're both standing here. Meganium's going to throw a Frenzy Plant right here. Toxicroak's going to shield that. Toxicroak's going to throw a Sludge Bomb back. And it's going to go unshielded. Meganium goes down. His opponent throws in a Bronzong. That confusion damage is going to do a lot to Toxicroak. But Toxicroak's able to get a Mud Bomb in there, and that goes shielded. Toxicroak goes down. Adib chooses Registeel. Bronzong's going to throw a Bulldoze right here, and it's going to go unshielded by Registeel. His opponent swaps out to Azumarill. Registeel throws a Flash Cannon. This is going to go unshielded. Adib's trying to catch the Hydro Pump right here, and he does. He throws in his own Azumarill to take the resisted attack. Adib's going to throw a Hydro Pump right here. That's going to go unshielded. The opponent's Azumarill is also going to throw a Hydro Pump right here. That's going to go unshielded as well. His opponent's going to swap for Bronzong. Azumarill is going to make it to an Ice Beam. This is going to go unshielded by Bronzong. Looks like Bronzong's trying to fast move down the Azumarill. Adib swaps in for Registeel and throws the Focus Blast, and that's going to be shielded. Bronzong returns with a Psyshock, and that's shielded as well. Bronzong does another Psyshock, takes out the Registeel, and he fast moves down the Azumarill. So Adib loses match 1 in round 3. Adib's going to choose Wellius. His opponent's going to choose Azumarill. Adib's going to stay in for just a second and going to swap in for Registeel. Azumarill throws a Hydro Pump right here, and Registeel is going to shield that. His opponent takes the time to swap into Bronzong right here. Registeel throws a Focus Blast, and that's going to be unshielded by his opponent. And we get to a CMP tie right here. Bronzong's going to throw a Bulldoze. Registeel is not going to shield that. Registeel is going to throw a Flash Cannon, and that's going to go unshielded by his opponent. And Lockdown's going to knock him out. His opponent's going to choose Azumarill. Registeel gets to the Flash Cannon first. He's going to throw that. His opponent's going to shield that. Azumarill's going to throw an Ice Beam right here. And that goes unshielded. It takes out the Registeel. Adib chooses his own Azumarill to come in. Adib's going to go with Hydro Pump right here. His opponent is not going to shield that. His opponent does swap into Meganium, though. Adib swaps into Zweilius and throws a Dark Pulse. And that goes unshielded. Does about half damage. Zweilius throws Body Slam. And Meganium's going to shield that. Meganium throwing a charge move right here. That's going to be a Frenzy Plant, which gets shielded by the Zweilius. Zweilius tries to fast move down the Meganium, and he does successfully. Zweilius throws the Body Slam versus the Azumarill. And it looks like it's over, but Azumarill lives. He has a Ice Beam ready. So Ice Beam's going to take out the Zweilius, but it doesn't matter because the Azumarill on the back is going to bubble down. Alright, we have round 3, match 3. Adib's going to choose Toxicroak. His opponent's going to choose Scrafty. His opponent's going to swap into Azumarill. Toxicroak throws a Sludge Bomb, and that's going to go shielded. Azumarill throws an Ice Beam, and that's going to go shielded. Toxicroak makes it to a second Sludge Bomb, and that's going to go unshielded. Not take him out, he's got a Ice Beam ready to go. Toxicroak's going to shield that, but one more counter is going to knock out the Azumarill. His opponent's going to choose Meganium. Toxicroak makes it to a third Sludge Bomb. Unbelievable. And that goes unshielded and knocks out the Meganium. His opponent throws in the Scrafty. Throws a Power-Up Punch. Adib chooses Azumarill. And there's nothing you can do here. Scrafty throws a Power-Up Punch. Adib throws an Ice Beam. And that goes shielded, but it doesn't matter because this game's over. Scrafty throws another Power-Up Punch. It's not very effective. And Azumarill's going to throw an Ice Beam to win game 3. Alright, we have round 4, match 1. Adib's going to choose Zweilius. His opponent's going to choose Lantern. They're both staying in here. Zweilius goes for the Body Slam. And this is going to go unshielded. Lantern throws a charge move here. It's going to be a Thunderbolt. It's going to be a Hydro Pump. And it's going to go unshielded. Zweilius throws another Body Slam, which also goes unshielded. And fast moves down the Lantern. His opponent's going to choose a Grand Bull who's running Charm. Adib swaps to Victory Bell, so his opponent swaps to AWAC. Victory Bell throws an Acid Spray, which is going to go unshielded, of course. But it takes down his defense. Marowak fire spins down the Victory Bell. Adib chooses Zweilius. And Marowak just fast moves him down as well. He's got a Shadow Ball in the tank ready to go, so he throws it, but Hypno shields it. Hypno's able to confusion down the AWAC. Granbull comes back in. He's charming down the Hypno. Fast move comes in. Hypno's going to shield that Crunch. And with 2 shields, the only option here is for Hypno to confusion down the Granbull, and he does successfully. So that's round 4, match 1. Alright, round 4, match 2. Adib's going to choose Victory Bell. His opponent's going to choose AWAC. Adib's going to immediately swap to Hypno. His opponent's going to swap to Lantern. Lantern throws a Thunderbolt, and that goes unshielded. Hypno throws a Shadow Ball right here, and that's going to go unshielded. Both Pokemon low HP right now. Hypno makes it to a Fire Punch, and that goes unshielded. Takes him low, but not low enough. Lantern has enough HP to throw a Thunderbolt right here, and Hypno's going to shield that. One more confusion will knock him out, though. His opponent's going to choose Granbull and farm him down with Charm. Adib chooses Victory Bell. That Razor Leaf does so much damage. His opponent swaps in for AWAC, and Adib throws in Zwellius. AWAC throws a Bone Club right here, and that's going to go unshielded. And he makes it to another Bone Club. Again, going to go unshielded right here. With 2 shields, again, the only way to win this is to fast move it down. Marowak's throwing another Bone Club. It goes unshielded. Zwellius is trying to fast move him down and keep his charge moves, but AWAC wins that one out. Victory is able to Razor Leaf down the AWAC. Granbull comes in. It's no match for Razor Leaf. So that's round 4, match 2. And that's all I have because the opponent surrendered for game 3 on this one. Round 5, match 1. Adib's going to choose Zwellius. His opponent's going to choose Altaria. Adib swaps for Registeel, and his opponent swaps for Meganium. Registeel throws a Flash Cannon, and that's going to get shielded. Meganium throws a Frenzy Plant, and that's going to be shielded. Registeel makes it to another Flash Cannon. And that's going to go unshielded. Meganium makes it to a charge move right here. It's going to be an Earthquake, but this move's going to get shielded. Reggie throws a Flash Cannon right here. That's going to knock out the Meganium. His opponent chooses a Azumarill to come in. Registeel makes it to a Flash Cannon. And that goes unshielded. Adib swaps into Zwellius right here. Azumarill throws an Ice Beam. And Adib is not going to... Oh, the shields are down, so he's got to take that. He makes it to a Body Slam. And that goes unshielded. Can he make it to another Body Slam? Yes, he can. Makes it to another Body Slam. This goes unshielded as well. Knocks out the Azumarill. His opponent's going to throw in the Altaria, and that's going to take out the Zwellius. Adib's going to throw in a Azumarill of his own. Altaria's going to throw a Sky Attack right here. Azumarill makes it to an Ice Beam. His opponent's going to shield that. Altaria is going to make it to a Sky Attack, but this match is over as well because Azumarill is going to get to another Ice Beam before Altaria can make it to another Sky Attack. And that's round 5, match 1. Alright, round 5, match 2. Adib chooses Toxicroak. His opponent chooses Altaria. Adib's going to auto-swap to Registeel right here. His opponent's going to swap out to Meganium. Registeel throws a Flash Cannon, and this is going to go unshielded by Meganium. It does about a little more than half. Registeel's going to make it to another Flash Cannon. And Meganium rightly shields that. Meganium's going to throw a charge move right here. Registeel's going to shield it. It's just a Frenzy Plant. But Meganium's going to make it to another charge move before Registeel can. Registeel's going to shield this move too, but this time it's an Earthquake. Registeel throws a Flash Cannon right here. That gets shielded by Meganium. And Registeel makes it to another Flash Cannon first. This is going to knock out the Meganium. There it goes. His opponent's going to choose Azumarill. Man, Registeel charges up so fast. He makes it to another Flash Cannon. Shields are down for both teams here. So Azumarill takes that. Does about a third of his health. Azumarill throws a Hydro Pump right here, and that's going to knock out the Registeel. Adib's going to throw in Toxicroak. He's waiting for a swap from his opponent, but it doesn't come, so he throws a Sludge Bomb. And that takes out the Azumarill. His opponent has the Altaria in the back. Adib swaps in for his own Azumarill. The Altaria throws a Sky Attack right here. This is game over because Altaria is double weak to ice. Oh, Altaria gets in another Sky Attack, but it doesn't matter because an Ice Beam is going to end this one. And that's round 5, match 2. And that's all I have for round 5 as well. So we're going to move on to the finals. Round 6 here for the finals. Adib chooses Wellius. His opponent chooses Hypno. His opponent swaps in for Altaria. Adib swaps for Azumarill. Altaria throws a Sky Attack right here, and that goes unshielded. Azumarill throws an Ice Beam right here. And that goes unshielded. That's going to knock out the Altaria. His opponent's going to throw the Hypno back in. Azumarill's going to throw a Hydro Pump right here. And that's going to go unshielded because Hypno is pretty tanky. Hypno is going to throw a Thunder Punch right here. That's going to go unshielded. Take him pretty close to down. And Azumarill cannot get to an... Oh, he could have got to the Ice Beam, but it was Confusion down. So Deep chooses Wellius. Hypno's throwing a Shadow Ball right here, but it's not very effective. It goes unshielded. Opponent swaps into Azumarill. Wellius throws the Body Slam. And that gets shielded. He makes it to another Body Slam. That's also unshielded. A little overkill here, but Azumarill throws a Play Rough and knocks out the Zwellius. Adib throws in his Registeel. Registeel is going to get to a Flash Cannon pretty quickly. Azumarill's going to throw a Hydro Pump right here, but that's going to be shielded. Registeel makes it to another Flash Cannon. Azumarill throws a Play Rough here, but that's shielded. Opponent swaps into Hypno. Registeel throws a Flash Cannon and knocks out the Hypno for game 1. Round 6, match 2. Adib's going to choose Toxicroak. His opponent's going to choose Azumarill. Toxicroak's going to make it to a Sludge Bomb. This goes unshielded by his opponent. It does a ton of damage. Azumarill throws a charge move right here. Turns out it's going to be a Play Rough, and that gets shielded. His opponent swaps in right before Azumarill goes down. Throws in Altaria. Adib swaps in for Registeel right here. Altaria can throw all the Sky Attacks it wants. It's not going to do any damage here. Registeel throws a Flash Cannon. That's going to be unshielded as well. Altaria throws another Sky Attack right here. Registeel makes it to another Flash Cannon. That's going to be unshielded, and that's a knockout. His opponent's going to throw in Meganium. And Registeel throws another Flash Cannon. That one gets shielded. Adib swaps in for Toxicroak and throws a Sludge Bomb right away. That gets shielded by Meganium. Meganium throws a charge move right here. It's going to be a Frenzy Plant, but Toxicroak's going to shield it. Toxicroak throws another Sludge Bomb out there. And knocks out the Meganium. Then he counters down the Azumarill, and that's round 6, match 2. And that's it, but they play game 3 as well. We'll cover that. Alright, we got bonus videos here. Round 6, match 3. Adib's going to choose Registeel. His opponent is going to choose Altaria. Registeel is going to make it to a Flash Cannon right here. And that's surprisingly shielded by Altaria right here. Altaria throws a Sky Attack, and that is correctly unshielded. Registeel makes it to a second Flash Cannon. That gets shielded as well. Altaria makes it to another Sky Attack, and that's going to be unshielded by the Registeel. Altaria is trying to farm him down, but Registeel makes it to a third Flash Cannon. But shields are down. It's going to do a decent amount of damage, but Altaria fast moves down with Dragon Breath. Adib throws in a Azumarill. Altaria has a Sky Attack ready to go, throws that. Azumarill throws an Ice Beam right here with shields down. That's a knockout. His opponent's going to throw in Meganium right here and try to get to Frenzy Plant. Frenzy Plant gets there first. Adib's going to shield that. Azumarill throws the Ice Beam right here. Does about half the damage. Adib swaps in his Victory Bell right here and catches the Frenzy Plant. His opponent throws in a Hypno. Confusion does so much damage, but Victory Bell is able to get to a Leaf Blade. Confusion wears down the Victory Bell, so Azumarill comes in and Hypno throws a Thunder Punch, which gets shielded. Azumarill bubbles down the Hypno, and then he throws an Ice Beam for the Meganium that comes back in. And that's it for Adibkhan's tournament of the West Georgia Regionals. Thanks for watching.